Hello, darlings. You've all heard of Marilyn Monroe. Some of you know Bridget Bardot. Well, now it's time for the Cognac show. I said cognac, ooh, ooh. I said cognac, ooh, ooh, ooh. I'm your bubbly blonde, fabulously dressed to impress.
Piti, piti, a piti, sa ki mwen ka vive pran koule. An vie zombi gare, kagou mwen, leve, 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 leve dan kaban lan.
Thompson from Prudential Douglas Elliman. Welcome to the Hamptons. What I love about my job is that every customer is completely different and every day is a new experience. I chose Prudential Douglas Elliman mostly because of my love for Southampton. I visited 20 years ago and knew I was home. It was important to me to know that I was working with a company that had not only the technology and professionalism, but a company that would also allow me to think outside the box and be an individual.
I find her incredibly personable. I think she cares more about her job than many people I've ever met in any profession, and that makes a huge difference. There's such a sense of sincerity and happiness with the work that she does that it really is important that she makes the clients happy. And what kind of sale that materializes from that isn't as important as actually being able to do her job well and seeing people in the right sort of home.
So let me help you find your Hamptons dream. Call me, Terry Thompson, your key to the Hamptons.
Hello, darlings. Welcome back. I'm Cognac Wellerlane, and we are here. It's Labor Day weekend, and it's all about the art. And we're here at Avanit Culinary Market, and I'm here with this Russian artist, Olga. Introduce yourself to the camera, Olga.
My name is Olga Papkovitch, and I created a new movement in art, and it's called Pop Impreska.
Pop Impreska. This is all very exciting and very innovative. Tell my audience about the art that we're seeing surrounding us today.
I love to remind everybody that we're living in a place where we're surrounded by trees, by flowers, by nature, and we should make everything possible to keep...
Embrace it. We should
embrace it.
Yes.
That's the goal. That's what will keep our generations to come enjoy their life as well.
Right, and I see that the art that you are showcasing today here at this wonderful opening, I mean, such beautiful colors, vibrant parrots, the sea. It almost looks like the hurricane storm, that picture right over there. That looks like we're in the midst of a hurricane. Explain that painting to my audience. What's that all about?
Well, I call this painting Successful Voyage, and it actually stands for everybody that's going through difficult times in their lives, in challenging that we have to go through every day. But at the end of the storm, there's also a beautiful, peaceful situation where we can relax, and it reminds us of the precious moments that we should treasure every single bit of what we have and enjoy every moment of our life.
Absolutely, and that's very much like the hurricanes that we're encountering right now, like the storm that we had last weekend. But now we're here at this wonderful art gallery, and it's a beautiful sunny day. And you also like to paint sunflowers. Tell my audience, why do you love to paint sunflowers? What's so special about them?
I believe sunflowers remind us of the sun, and sun creates happiness in people's life. And as you all know, Van Gogh was a very sad painter. A lot of times I'm compared to that artist. And I know his life was not easy, and he struggled a lot. But
he was a very tormented man. He really was. I mean, he suffered from mental illness.
Absolutely, and he was...
I think that's also what made him such a genius with the artwork.
He was mad and brilliant at the same time.
Absolutely, I totally agree.
And I was in France and Nice, and I visited the area where he was living. And it's actually affected my life so much because I decided to put all of his energy that he had and drop it as a moment of positivity. We all need positive moments in life. We all need to remember that there's always a situation that can develop into bravely, into a beautiful situation where we can help others. And sunflowers, in a way, kind of a reminder of a peace around the country, peace around us. And I also focused on bees that we know is under distinction. And I would like to remind people that bees and sunflowers, they go together. We need the honey. We need all these little creatures to pollinate those flowers.
Absolutely.
Yes, and you know, when we get sick, we drink tea with honey that will keep us healthy. So we need to think about our health and remind everybody that if we want to continue as living as generations to come, we should remember about every single creature in life, about every single flower, and think before we tear something down.
And getting back to the creatures, I see that you love to paint birds. This is an amazing painting right behind me, right here, as we're speaking. This picture, it's so lifelike. The technique that you use is incredible. How long did it take you to paint that painting of that bird? Those two birds, actually.
Those two birds, it actually took me 1 month. A lot of times I started painting and I stop, and then I do a little research, or I listen to music. I love Mozart. I think Mozart moves people spiritually, emotionally, and he provokes energy in people to create. So a lot of times when we direct ourselves to other composers or other artists, as myself, we can develop a new technique. We can develop a new impression of what we see, and maybe see an object from a different point of view.
Tell my audience about those two birds. What are those birds? What's the species of those two birds?
Those are actually, I focus a lot of times on jungle creatures, and it's again a reminder about rainforest, and it's cockatoo, and there's another...
And the little bird.
And the little bird that actually, I was doing a research on those two little birds, and I've realized they're very friendly in the wild. And
are they really?
They're very friendly in the wild, and they actually, when you see a lot of birds around, like in the rainforest, I've never been there, but I've studied about it a little bit, and there are certain creatures that they get along with each other. It's like us, different species, we have to get along. So the birds in jungle, they get along, some creatures together, and they just kind of hang out together. And
Habitat.
the habitat, exactly. That's what like us, we habitat.
And these pictures behind us, this looks like a lion. Is that a lion?
It's a lion. It's
You really are inspired by the jungle.
I am very much inspired by the jungle, and this is actually from Africa. I never been to Africa, but I had a friend who went there, and
And she sent you like pictures and video of it?
lots of pictures and videos. And
You have to go, darling. You have to go.
I'm looking forward for that moment. I can take that. What is that? A van they take around the jungle tour.
Yes.
It's incredible journey. I heard people come back totally renewed, different people after they get close to the lions and the really wild animals, and they kind of think that, okay, I'm not the boss here anymore. Those animals are, so I have to behave.
That's right. They are the boss. But you are the boss here, right here at this little art gallery in the Hamptons. What made you choose to open up a gallery here in the Hamptons?
I actually met with Sandy and Mike DeGennaro, the owners of Avanti Market, and they're such wonderful and warm people, and a lot of times I pick the place when I feel a great energy from people. Besides the great product that they have at the market here with organic food and great produce, they're very down-to-earth, warm people, and I talked to them. I actually have one of 4 of my pieces in the wine shop at the Sag Harbor, and they actually told me about this space, and when I saw it, I fell in love with it.
Well, it's perfect. It's a perfect art gallery. It really is. The lighting and everything about it, it's just fabulous. I want you to tell my audience when your next art showing is going to be.
Well, right now we're planning on launching an event with Millennium Magazine, and I will probably present 4 or 5 of my new pieces during that event. It will be in October, and we'll keep everybody
Right around the
posted.
Hamptons Film Festival, maybe?
Well, yes, and it's going to be a little bit maybe a later month of October.
It's okay. Well, I'll come. I'll be
I
here.
would love to see all of you again, and
Yes.
maybe show you some new stuff as well.
I can't wait to see your new stuff. Your gallery is beautiful. Good luck. As we say in show business, break a leg. Tell my audience, where can we go to find out more information about you as an artist? Do you have a website?
Absolutely. My website is www.olgaartworld.com. So it's www.olgapopartworld.com.
Fabulous.
And if you Google Pop Impreska, there'll be more stuff coming up in the future, because it's a new movement that I created, and I would like people to get in touch with their inner soul and think about how they can also be involved with nature and everything that is around us, basically.
Do you have a Facebook page too?
Of course I do.
Tell my audience.
And it's Olga Papkovitch, which is Olga and Papkovitch, and I have a lot of my art and new shows and new events that I do also on that page, posted regularly. So please join me on my Facebook page as well. And keep on looking up for Pop Impreska. It will be new things to come. And again, we're living all together in one green planet, and it's up to us to see how it develops, and to protect this land is our job right now.
Thank you so much for that wonderful interview. Let's toast.
And let's toast with our clean water and remind
Clean
everybody.
water. To drink more water.
Thank you so much. Such a pleasure.
And we will be back in a moment, darling. Some more interviews right here in Bridgehampton at this fabulous art gallery. Olga.
And Avanti Market Pop Impreska.
Fabulous. Keep watching. More interviews coming up. Pink champagne kisses.
Fabulously dressed to impress. One of a kind girl. This has been a Crybaby Productions, darlings.